Hello, everybody. I am Mrs. P. Das Gupta, Principal, Bright Hopes Nursery School. So most of you know me, but for the ones who are new and do not know much about me or my school, let me give you a brief introduction. My school, Bright Hopes Nursery School, is at Devi Mandap Marg, Hessel, Ranchi. It is one of the oldest preparatory schools of Ranchi. I started my school in 1992, that is exactly 30 years ago. And I have completed a flourishing career of 28 years with small children. Why 28? Because the last 2 years school was shut down due to the dreaded disease COVID. Now, let me come back to the introduction of my school. I started my school with 8 students. So they are now all grown up young men and women having their flourishing and new career. Most of them are married. They have little children. So you can just imagine the little toddlers then are parents themselves now. Recently, I have found that parents are very worried, very confused about their small children, their wards, because in the last 2 years, no play school was open. In fact, even the senior sections of most of the schools were not working. And even if they had the classes, they were the online classes. And by now, you all know that online classes is not a thing that everyone can afford or everyone can understand or everyone can manage properly. Because what happens with the senior students, naturally, you know, the students who are above class 8, they are too smart, so that they don't need their parents guidance or help, at least they think so. So during all those online classes, what they did was just switch on their phone, make their presence in the class, means mark their presence, and then they used to just move around, sleep, uh, play, do any other mischief, while the teacher thought that all the students were present listening to him or her intently. Actually, the fact was not that. And whenever they had the online classes, most of the children used to have multiple cell phones, so they did random cheating, and naturally they got very good marks, because if the answer is correct, the teacher can't deduct the marks. So that is about the senior students. And what about the small children? When they were attending online classes, still they are, the parents had to sit with them, because it is very hard to make a small child understand what is an online class, understand what the teacher is saying, or do or follow instructions. So I know, even if many people will argue or many people will try to convince me, oh, my child learnt a lot, oh, my child did everything that was taught in class. No, it's not true. Because I have been in this teaching profession for 32 years, 30 years of my school. Previous to that, before that, I was teaching in another school. So I know the tricks of the trade, to be very frank. So, what I want to tell you now is that everyone knows and everyone believes that all the schools are reopening and classes have started, because all the schools are taking admission. But for the ones who do not know the real fact, the small children are still not supposed to go for offline classes regularly. Means the schools have started classes, but for the senior ones, and offline exams are being taken, but still there is a choice between online and offline. But in most schools, the junior classes, the small toddlers classes, have not started on offline. So most of you come and ask me, school kab khulega, school kab khulega, when will the kids go to school? I have a huge building. To be very frank, there is this two-storied building. There I have many classrooms. All are empty for the last 2 years because school has not been reopened. So what I have done, I live nearby my school. My school is at Devi Mandap Marg, and I live just a little ahead near Nayak Chowk. There is Nalini Enclave, an enclosed campus, and I live there at house number 5. House number 5, Nalini Enclave. And my house is quite big, at least bigger than the one where I started school 30 years ago. So here very comfortably I have shifted the benches of my school, and I am teaching the kids myself, means I am attending to them personally. And if you think that, okay, if we are sending here, then what about the name of the school? You are under the guidance of Bright Hopes Nursery School. I am the principal, Mrs. P. Das Gupta. I am providing your kids the books, the copies. I am not giving them uniform because now I have started following the Western trend where they don't wear uniform to school. Means every kid is comfortable in his or own attire, whatever they wish to wear, they come to school in that. So I am not burdening you with the fact that you have to buy uniform, you have to wear a tie, you have to wear a belt and all that. And the other thing is that till now I had not given the parents any form to fill up and all that ritual, so to say, that goes on with the admission in school. Actually, look, if I take proper admission in my school, then obviously the cost will be quite a lot. Means you will have to pay for the dresses, means uniform, books and copies, diary, then exam fee, report card, monthly fee will be much higher, then there will be admission fee and many other things, development fee, etc., etc. So here what I am doing, that when I started school, it was a sort of very informal thing. Means I collected the kids, I used to teach them myself, and afterwards, later I started all that formality. So right now the kids who are coming to my house to study, actually I consider them the students, the kids of my school, Bright Hopes Nursery School only. Means I will take their exam time to time, whatever is done in any school or in my school, the 3 terminal exams, first term, second term, third term. I will give them the report card. I will show the parents the papers or copies, whatever they have written. And in my school, we had the 5 working days, Monday to Friday. But here I have Monday to Saturday. And personally, I am taking the classes. That is why I have a lot many more things to do. I don't know how, it should not sound like self-bragging. Actually, it depends person to person, teacher to teacher. And just because I have been in this profession, and it is not just a profession for me, it is my passion. Actually, it is my passion. And till the time I don't teach, till the time I don't read, till the time I don't sit with kids, I don't feel complete. So most people are surprised that in 1 hour, how can you teach? In my school, I had school hours for 3 hours and I engaged teachers. But in those 3 hours, even the kids were lesser than the number that come here to me. In 3 hours, they could only make them write one subject and do 1 or 2 orals. And the whole day I used to hear complaints like, ye usko noch diya, ye usko maar diya, he is crying, he is running. So I was very surprised that how cannot you engage kids that they don't have time to do such things. Thankfully, here for the last 2 years I am teaching them. Not a single one I have seen. Yes, they are kids, of course they will be naughty. And when they are very naughty, I scold them. Yes. But I have not seen any school kid behave in an unruly manner or they are crossing the limit. And do remember that everyone can open a school. Even if you have a little space, anyone just puts a board, paints a gate and just calls it the Shishu Vatika or preparatory school or Little Angels or this or that or anything. But that doesn't mean that they are giving you quality education. Quality education and learning is a very different thing. So how many people here know that the alphabets A to Z are written in 4 different ways? Because I find kids come to me when they are in class 3 or 4 and still they can't write English properly, let alone speak. So it is very necessary that their basic knowledge, basic learning should be correct. Means they should know how to pronounce words. Because I'm just giving you one or two small examples. Like when you ask kids to repeat January, February, you will always find 99% kids in English they say May. In English we don't say May, it is May. So and then they say October. It is not October, it is October. Then when I teach them A and the difference, I find most of them say a box, a pencil, a book. It is not a, it is a book, a pencil, a box. So these are the very little things, small things, but they go a long way. So if you want that your child should learn correct English, correct maths, GK, pronunciation, conversation, and behavior should be good, because etiquette manner comes first. Because you just pick up your kid, put him in any school where there is no proper teacher, like you will find the kids don't learn that they should not pick their nose in public, they should not scratch, they should not yawn in public, they should not speak loudly, they should not play with their clothes. So sitting properly, standing properly, following instructions, all these are very, very important right from childhood. And I am blessed that I have been taught these things by the English and British nuns in my missionary school, Loreto Convent, Asansol. That is one of the oldest missionary schools in our country and one of the most famous. So don't worry. Don't ask me when will you open your school and the kids will go there. I'm not going there right now, and it is turning very hot these days. I'm very comfortable here. The kids are very happy and comfortable here. And I will make you fill up the forms, and I'm not charging you extra. If I wanted to make money, I would just put a long hoarding or board and sit there and charge you 5,000, 8,000, and I would tell that you pay for this, you pay for that, you do this, you do that, and I would keep 2 or 3 inefficient teachers, and they would just keep on yelling and shouting at your kids, and at the end of the day, means after 1 month you would find that your kids still can't draw a single straight line. So don't have trust issues. Send your kids here and keep this in mind that wherever I am present, it is my school. Be it at home, be it in that building there near this Aurobindo. When I am present there, because I am actually what Bright Hopes Nursery School is for the last 30 years. So rest assured, your kid will be taught properly, and finally when they are ready to leave and go to any bigger school in any higher class, they will get everything. Means if you want a TC, you will get that. Of course, I will take time to time exams, you will get the report card. And when I will promote them to the next class, like there are kids in pre-nursery, they will go to nursery, the kids in nursery will go to KG, the ones in KG will go to class 1. So I will give them accordingly the books, copies, everything. So don't go for the fixation of time that if I put him or her in a school, then they will be there for 3 hours. Even if for 3 hours they are not doing anything, they are just making noise, they are not learning, and they are just returning home without anything. Here you see every day I make them write 3 subjects. Every day I give 3 homeworks. Every day I take all oral, English, Hindi, maths, GK, conversation, then general aptitude, and plus English rhymes, Hindi rhymes. You can see I don't go by the method that in first term only I have to teach 3 rhymes, in second term I have to teach 4 rhymes. No, I am randomly teaching them whatever I find is interesting and whatever I find they can catch. So be regular with your kids, send them here and let them be happy. Thank you so much.